Years 50 Moments is the name of the book, as you were talking about. You wrote it with Randy Williams. It's a great compilation because, as you mentioned, Jerry, as much as the game is about field position and this guy did this and this guy did that, it seems to always come down to a play, a huge play. Like, for instance, the Giants, when they beat the previously undefeated New England Patriots, it was all about David Tyree's catch. And David's not really a wide receiver. He was a special teams guy, but that was the iconic moment that defined the game, and that happened. So in your Super Bowl that made this one, it was number 5 on the list, but it wasn't you. It was Jonathan Taylor.
John Taylor. Yes, sir. But, just to be able to experience that, because there is so much that went on, because I think on that final drive, when Joe was pulling grabs and he was calling out the first 2 plays, someone referenced John Candy, then, breaking the huddle, how everything just went completely quiet. Just like being in that zone and moving that ball all the way downfield, then running across in motion and hearing the crowd just start cheering. I knew John Taylor had made that winning catch.
Yeah,
for us to win Super Bowl 23. So that was it. That was the play, the moment that made our game so great.
Now we're talking to the great Jerry Rice. Obviously, that play came with 39 seconds left. It was unbelievable. You never forget it. Going back to your youth, though, Jerry, what was the first Super Bowl you remember watching, or the one that sticks vividly in your mind? I grew up a Redskins fan, so the Doug Williams Super Bowl sticks in mind.
Dallas Cowboys for me, man.
Yeah, well, why? What was it? What was about that team?
I just knew I was going to be a Cowboy. I really did. Roger Staubach, Tony Hill, Drew Pearson, Tony Dorsett, all these guys. Newhouse. Newhouse was built like a tank. I remember that guy, and it was like America's team. And I said, man, I would love to play for that team. And came very close, if not for New England making that trade to get down. If New England and San Francisco making that trade, and San Francisco got down to that 16th spot, and Dallas had that 17th spot, and I just knew I was going to be a Cowboy. But, San Francisco, they picked me, and everything else is history.
Yeah, it worked out for you, Jerry, I think. I don't want to remake history, but I think it worked out for you.
It did.
Going to San Francisco. The number one team, the number one moment is an iconic one, maybe because of the player, and that's the Jets in Super Bowl III. And Joe Namath. I mean, that's a great one because it feels like it was the first time I think football felt bigger than just the game. You know what I mean? It was like a pop culture thing. It was all about the personality as opposed to the game itself.
And Joe had a lot of personality.
Yeah, still does.
But, another thing people really don't know, too, Joe came out of Alabama, and when he, I think, signed with the Jets in '65, I think he made over $425,000. His rookie season, he had surgery, and this doctor told him that you only got 4 years to play, but he was able to, really play longer than that. But still, for him to make that prediction, and for him to be able to pull off the fur coat and all those things, it was just like that's something I couldn't pull off, wearing a fur coat.
Come on, Jerry, you got a fur coat. You got a fur coat in the repertoire.
That was Joe.
Yeah, you're right. I hope that you don't.
Say Super Bowl II, Green Bay and Oakland Raiders, and I think with Vince Lombardi, I think he went 6 times, but he won 4 titles. But when he came in, one of the players said that he said, "Look, I have never been associated with losing, and I'm not about to now.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't winners, there's Greyhound buses leaving every hour on the hour."
I love that.
Just reading that, man, just got me all fired up.
Dude, you got to set the expectation. That's what great coaches do. They set the expectation. We're talking to the great Jerry Rice.